I'm an honest Irish labourer, and I come from the county Clare, where once I had a little farm with nothing much to spare. But I had to sell me donkey and me little billy goat, and with the money I received at Glasgow, took the boat in the morning. When I landed there, before me hair was dry, I started on the Mickey Dam in a place they call Mulgai. And the ganger who looked over us, so they called him John the Mouse. And the very first day I started there, and he came at me to grouse. I quickly did surprise him, and I said, "You little rat, I'll tie a string down around your neck, and I'll toss you to the cat. I'm as strong as any lion. I was reared on eggs and ham. I'm a terror to all fighting men all around the Mickey Dam." Has roused the mouse's temper, and at me he made to jump. He swore he'd paralyze me with the handle on his pump. Well, I quickly did surprise him, and I grabbed him by the throat. I swine that ugly monkey tail, the tail fell off his coat. I am as strong as any lion. I was reared on eggs and ham. I'm a terror to all fighting men all around the Mickey Dam. Well, big hotels we stop in, well, they call them navvies' huts. And the bugs that fleas all around the bend, they're as big as coconuts. On Saturday night when I get home, we'll stand behind the door, and as they come out one by one, I'll bash them to the floor. I'm as strong as any lion. I was reared on eggs and ham. I'm a terror to all fighting men all around the Mickey Dam. I'm as strong as any lion. I was reared on eggs and ham. I'm a terror to all fighting men all around the Mickey Dam.
Hi everybody, welcome back to week number 2 of Trad Tuesdays with myself. Hope you guys all enjoyed last week. I had a lot of fun playing those few tunes for you guys, so I figured I'd come back again and maybe moving forward every week on Tuesday evenings for just, 30 to 45 minutes worth of tunes, just to give us all a little break from the monotony of dark winter evenings. I'm going to start off this show tonight with a song I did on my last record. Filmed the video for it out on the banks of Flat Rock. All about a fella who, he's all about getting married, even though he's had rough luck with marriage in the past. He's all about getting married to this new woman he's been dating, but she wants to get married on the first day of fishing season, and that becomes a bit of a problem for him. It's a song called Off to Sea. When I met her there last April as the trees were turning green, I swore to my Lord that she was the prettiest thing I'd ever seen.
My heart had just been broken, and the last she took every dime. But I knew for sure that this was the girl, and I get it right this time. So one too many a time, three's a charm for me, and there's only one place on God's green earth that I would rather be. Oh, I'll manage a smile to walk the aisle if that's what she wants from me, and then all in a whirl I'll marry the girl that I'll be off to see. Now the first few months were lovely, they couldn't keep us apart. Her hair and her eyes, boys oh boys, was like a piece of art. Caught in a blitz of pleasure, I took her into me home. She made me sing, I gave her a ring, I'm making that girl my own. So one too many a time, three's a charm for me, and there's only one place on God's green earth that I would rather be. Oh, I'll manage a smile to walk the aisle if that's what she wants from me, and then all in a whirl I'll marry that girl and I'll be off to sea. Woo! Now it'll soon be time to marry, but the waves are calling me name. If that joyful day cuts into me pay, it'll be an awful shame. So I ran a theory by her, I said let me go fish instead. She turned right quick like a northwest wind and caught me upside the head. So one too many a time, three's a charm for me, and there's only one place on God's green earth that I would rather be. Oh, I'll manage a smile to walk the aisle if that's what she wants from me, and then all in a whirl I'll marry that girl and I'll be off to sea. So one too many a time, three's a charm for me, there's only one place on God's green earth that I would rather be. Oh, I'll manage a smile to walk the aisle if that's what she wants from me, and then all in a whirl I'll marry that girl and I'll be off to sea. Woo! There you are, Off to Sea, filmed on the banks of Flat Rock out there. You can check that video out on YouTube if you're so inclined. From there, I'd like to move into a Stan Rogers song. I rarely play a show without at least doing one Stan Rogers song, so. This is one of my absolute favorites, the Mary Ellen Carter. Well, she went down last October in a pouring, driving rain, and the skipper he'd been drinking, and the mate he felt no pain. Too close to 3 Mile Rock, and she was down to her mortal below, and the Mary Ellen Carter said all alone. There were just us 5 aboard her when she finally was awash. Oh, we worked like hell to save her, no heedless on the cost, and the groan she made as she went down, it caused us to proclaim that the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Now the owners rode her off, and not a nickel would be spent. She gave 20 years of service, boys, and met her sorry end. The insurance paid the loss to us and let her rest below. They laughed at us and said we had to go. Well, we talked of her all winter, some days around the clock. She's worth $250,000, floating on the dock. And with every jar that hit the bar, we swore we would remain and make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Rise again, rise again. Let her name not be lost to the knowledge of men, and those who loved her best and were with her till the end, make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. All spring now we've been with her, and a barge went by a friend. 3 days a day and a hard out soon, and twice I had the bend. Thank God it's only 60 feet and the currents here are slow, or we'd never have the strength to go below. Well, we patched her ends and stopped her men, stoked hatch and puddles down, hurried cables to her fore and aft, they girded her around. Well, tomorrow noon we'll hit the air and then pick up the strain and make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again, rise again, rise again. Let her name not be lost to the knowledge of men, and those who loved her best and were with her till the end, make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. For we couldn't leave her there, you see, to crumble in the scale. She'd saved our lives so many times, living through the gale, and the laughing drunken rat soon left her to her sorry grave. They won't be laughing in another day. And to you, to whom adversity was dealt the final blow, oh, it's smiling bastards lie to you everywhere you go. Turn to pull out all your strength of arm and heart and brain, and like the Mary Ellen Carter rise again, rise again, rise again. Though your heart it be broken and life about to end, no matter what you've lost, be at home, I love a friend, and like the Mary Ellen Carter rise again, rise again, rise again. Though your heart it be broken and life about to end, no matter what you've lost, be at home, I love a friend, and like the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. The Mary Ellen Carter. What a tune. Just fantastic. I figure this week I better play this song because every time I do a show and I don't play it, my good buddy Jeff Osmond gets on my case. And I rarely play it, so he's on my case a lot, but... It's a song I've recorded on my first record a couple years back. A song called Mick McGuire, going out to my good buddy Jeff Osmond. Well, me name's Mick McGuire, and I'll quickly tell to you of a girl I once admired named Katie Donahue. She was fair and fat and 40, and believe me when I say that whenever I came in at the door, you could hear the woman say, Johnny, get up from the fire, get up and give a man a seat. Can't you see it's Mick McGuire and he's courting your sister Kate? Oh, you know very well he owns a farm a wee bit out of the town, so get out of that jet and put the prattle and let Mr. McGuire sit down. Down the first time I met her was at the dance in Donaghadee. Oh, I very kindly asked her if she'd dance a step with me, and then I asked if I'd see her home, if she'd be going my way. And whenever I came in at the door, you could hear her mother say, Johnny, get up from the fire, get up and give a man a seat. Can't you see it's Mick McGuire and he's courting your sister Kate? Oh, you know very well he owns a farm a wee bit out of the town, so get out of that jet, but the prattle and Mr. McGuire McGuire, sit down. Well, now we are married, and her mother's changed her mind, just because I spent the fortune that her father left behind. She hasn't got the decency to tell me time of day, and whenever I came in at the door, you could hear the woman say, Johnny, come up to the fire, come up here sitting in the draught. Can't you see it's old McGuire, and he nearly drives me daft. I don't know what gets into him, and he's always on the tear. So sit where you are and never you dare give old McGuire the chair. Johnny, come up to the fire, come up here sitting in the draught. Can't you see it's old McGuire, and he nearly drives me daft. I don't know what gets into him, and he's always on the tear. So sit where you are and never you dare give old McGuire the chair. There you go, Mick McGuire. Sit down. Let's do this one. Old Fables tune. But a young fella who, he's well known around the community for all the wrong reasons, we should say, and he likes to run his mouth, and he runs it in the wrong spot one night. Gets caught up in a little bit of trouble. Written by Glenn Simmons of the Fables and sung by the one and only Darcy Pratchett. A song called O'Brien. The stuff that makes up legend is born of yesterday, to be born again tomorrow. That's the legendary way. You say there's always one in every crowd and one in every town. So I'll tell you all the story of when O'Brien came around. He didn't account for nothing much, though his back was able. He couldn't control his appetite or leave it at the table. He was heedless, hard, and one of a kind, and somehow kept in jail. Always faced the devil, always lived to tell the tale. Oh, diddly, oh, da 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 diddle da dee. Now they called him Casanova, 'cause he had the right complexion, who advances at the dances met with minimal rejection. He got so good at the juggling, he could have joined the carny. Hadn't said McCarthy, he's been given the gift of learning. Sing it if you know it. 'Cause there was this one and that one, and another one left to find. Her own way home, O'Brien was the love him and leave him kind. This one knew about that one, and the other one not about she. O'Brien, he was a tomcat, a ladies' man was he. Oh, diddly, oh, da 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 diddle da dee. Now that gift of gab is a wonderful thing, as everyone is aware. I wouldn't be lying, no one was denying O'Brien had his share. But the weaver of the tangled web don't get to be relaxing, 'cause one careless slip of its silver tongue can cause a chain reaction. Oh, diddly, oh, da 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 diddle da dee. In legendary fashion one night O'Brien had a dragon. It all come tumbling down that night when O'Brien took to bragging. Hey, me boy, she's just a toy, sure I never even kissed her. Haven't said McCarthy, now you're talking about me sister. I am a lover, not a fighter, said O'Brien with a grin, just before he heard the crack of McCarthy's knuckles on his chin. This one cried and that one sighed, and they tell it to this day. That's the story of how McCarthy sent O'Brien on his way. Oh, diddly, oh, da 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 diddle da dee. 'Cause 'cause there was this one and that one, and another one left to find. Her own way home, O'Brien was to love him and leave him kind. This one knew about that one, and the other one not about she. O'Brien, he was a tomcat, ladies' man was he. Oh, there was this one and that one, and another one left to find. Her own way home, O'Brien was to love him and leave him kind. This one knew about that one, and the other one not about she. O'Brien, he was a tomcat, ladies' man was he. Oh, diddly-o-da-da-da-dee.
Song called O'Brien. Great tune. So with tomorrow being Remembrance Day, I hope you're all wearing your poppies, and I'll have a special little song on Facebook here tomorrow for that. Remember our fallen heroes. And next week I'll have a special guest on the show here, to a buddy of mine, Jacob Lewis, who put a record out, I guess it's almost 2 years ago now. Great fella, great singer. I'm looking forward to singing a few songs with Jacob next week, so I hope you guys will tune back in for that one. In the meantime, since we're all here, let's do a few more.
I lean over and that the darling's name is, and through the barony her features they were famous. And if I loved her, then who was there to blame us? For wasn't she the pride of Petrifor? Who bought her beauty made a soul so shy, and now a man can look her in the eyes. And boys, oh boy, now that's the reason why we're in mourning for the pride of Petrifor. Oh, and Eileen, oh, the heart is turning grey ever since the day you wandered far away. Oh, and Eileen, oh, there's good fish in the sea, but there's none of them like the pride of Petrifor. Now Friday at the fair of Ballintubber, Eileen met Margaret the cattle jobber, and I'd like to set me mark upon the robber, for he stole away the pride of Petrifor. But he doesn't seem to get the girl at all, even when she had a limb from underneath her shawl. Looking big and masterful while she was looking small, so provoking for the pride of Petrifor. Oh, and Eileen, oh, my heart is turning grey ever since the day you wandered far away. Oh, and Eileen, oh, there's good fish in the sea, but there's none of them like the pride of Petrifor. Now so it was, as 'twas in the beginning, Eileen, oh, was bent upon the winning, and big McGrath contentedly was grinning, being courted by the pride of Petrifor. Says he, I know a girl that'll knock you into fits, and at that Eileen, well, she nearly lost her wits. And the upshot of the ruction was that now the rubber sits with his arm around the pride of Petrifor. Oh, and Eileen, oh, my heart is turning grey ever since the day you wandered far away. Oh, and Eileen, oh, there's good fish in the sea, but there's none of them like the pride of Petrifor. Boys, oh boys, with fate 'twas hard to grapple. On my eye, 'tis Eileen one's the apple, and now to see her walking through the chapel with the harness featured man in Petrifor. So boys, listen, I got one thing left to say. When you go a-courting, that you make no display. If you want 'em to run after you, then walk the other way, 'cause they're mostly like the pride of Petrifor. Oh, and Eileen, oh, my heart is turning grey ever since the day you wandered far away. Oh, and fish in the sea, but there's none of them like they're crying a picture for. Oh, and Eileen, oh, me heart is turning grey ever since the day I wandered far away. Oh, and Eileen, oh, there's good fish in the sea, but there's none of them like they're crying a picture for. There you are, Eileen Og. This next tune is an old Buddy What's His Name, the other fella's song. I did a version of this on my last record and shot a video for it out in Capeland Cove, Hants Harbour, where I'm from, where I was born and raised. And incorporated a little bit of drone footage as well of Newfoundland in there, and really happy with how that turned out. If you want to give that a look, I'm sure you can find it on my YouTube page and whatnot. It's a great tune written by Wayne Chalk. Song for Newfoundland it's called. She's bordered by inlets, by tickles and sounds, by reaches, by coves and by bays. She soothes your vision as you sail around her shores with a mixture of greens, browns and greys. And the houses lie scattered among the rocks in the cove, trimmed with orange, green, yellow and blue. In Twillingate Fogo and Little Heartsease, Fortune Trout River from Mews. She's a rocky isle in the ocean, and she's pounded by winds from the sea. You might think that she's rugged and cold, but she's home, sweet home to me. Tortured for centuries, her stories untold, she struggled with fortunes unknown. Laid bare by the glaciers as they scraped her to the bone, taking soil to make her bank shoals. She's been battered for eons by the cold biting winds, chewing rocks, the soft beaches of sand, carving her face and giving us a place that we now call Newfoundland. She's a rocky isle in the ocean, and she's pounded by winds from the sea. You might think that she's rugged and cold, but she's home, sweet home to me. The ocean surrounds her, it gives and it takes, like shepherd, lion and lamb. The pounding and the grinding is a constant reminding of the forces that follow the calm. From the fury of a blizzard on a cold winter's night to the quiet of a summer's day, all hardships forgotten, all debts are repaid with a day on that quiet, peaceful bay. She's a rocky isle and she's pounded by winds from the sea. You might think that she's rugged and cold, but she's home, sweet home to me. She's a rocky isle in the ocean, and she's pounded by winds from the sea. You might think that she's rugged and cold, but she's home, sweet home to me. Boy, she's home, sweet home to me.
There you are. Man, oh man. If only we could all write songs like that, hey? A beautiful tribute to the island by Mr. Wayne Chalk right there. I think I'll try another one off my last record. I saw Fergus O'Byrne sing this one on the Shannegannock Cruise last year. First time I heard the song in a while, so I thought maybe I'd do my own version. A song called The Jolly Roving Tar.
Come along, me jolly brave boys, there's lots of grog in the jar. We'll plough the briny ocean with a jolly roving tar. Woo! Well, ships may come and ships may go, as long as the seas do roll. Each sailor lad, like a wise as Dan, he longs the flowing bowl. Well, alas, the shower he does adore, one that is plump and round. When the money's all done, it's the same old song. Get up, Jack John, sit down. Come along, me jolly brave boys, there's lots of grog in the jar. We'll plough the briny ocean with a jolly roving tar. When Jack's ashore, 'tis then he'll go to some old boarding house. He's welcomed in with a rum and gin like a wise a pork sauce. He'll spend and he'll never offend until he lies drunk on the ground. When the money's all done, it's the same old song. Get up, Jack John, sit down. Come along, me jolly brave boys, there's lots of grog in the jar. We'll plough the briny ocean with a jolly roving tar. 'Tis then he'll sign aboard some ship all bound for old Newfoundland. In St. John's there the ladies fair all along the sailor ran. He'll go ashore and he wants gone to buy some young maid a gown. When the money's all gone, it's the same old song. Get up, Jack John, sit down. Come along, me jolly brave boys, there's lots of grog in the jar. We'll plough the briny ocean with a jolly roving tar. Woo! When Jack gets old and Weatherby too old to roll about, 'tis then he'll go to some grog shop to lay bells cause them out. He'll raise his eyes up to the skies, got him homeward bound. When the money's all gone, it's the same old song. Get up, Jack John, sit down. Come along, me jolly brave boys, there's lots of grog in the jar. We'll plough the briny ocean with a jolly roving tar. Come along, me jolly brave boys, there's lots of grog in the jar. We'll plough the briny ocean with a jolly roving tar.
There you are. Get up, Jack John, sit down. And just like that, we've come to the end of another week of Trad Tuesday. What a name, eh? So creative. I'd like to remind you once again, I'll have a special Remembrance Day song on my Facebook page here tomorrow. And next week, Jacob Lewis will be here singing a few songs with me. Looking forward to that very much so. Until then, hope you guys had fun here tonight. You guys have a safe week, and I'll leave you with this one. Come get your duds in order, 'cause we're bound to cross the water. Heave away,
me jollies heave away. Come get your duds in order, 'cause we're bound to leave tomorrow. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound away. Sometimes we're bound for Liverpool, more times we're bound for Spain. Heave away, me jollies, heave away. But now we're bound for St. John's, where all the girls are dancing. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound away. Oh, I wrote me love a letter, I was on the Jenny Lynn. Heave away, me jollies, heave away. I wrote me love a letter and I signed it with a ring. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound away. Sometimes we're bound for Liverpool, more times we're bound for Spain. Heave away, me jollies, heave away. But now we're bound for old St. John's, where all the girls are dancing. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound away. So it's fair on Nancy, darling, comes this now I'm gonna leave ya. Heave away, me jollies, heave away. You promised that you'd marry me, but how you did deceive me. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound away. Sometimes we're bound for Liverpool, more times we're bound for Spain. Heave away, me jollies, heave away. But now we're bound for old St. John's, where all the girls are dancing. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound away. Sometimes we're bound for Liverpool, more times we're bound for Spain. Heave away, me jollies, heave away. But now we're bound for old St. John's, where all the girls are dancing. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound away. Sometimes we're bound for Liverpool, more times we're bound for Spain. Heave away, me jollies, heave away. But now we're bound for old St. John's, where all the girls are dancing. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound away. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound away. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound away. Hey! Thanks for tuning in again this week, everybody. Thanks for the tips and the requests. And we'll see you all next week with a special guest, Jacob Lewis. Take care.